R.I.P. to Nelson Mandela. I'm so happy you brought that experience to all of us. Yayo called earlier. He bigged you up for giving us that historical experience. But you met him and you got your own personal experience. And I know you felt crazy when you heard he finally died. Which he's 95 though. There's like yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's like the cycle of life is crazy in itself. You know what I'm saying? Like my grandparents are the most valuable people in my life. You know what I'm saying? And then age is, as the age starts catching up, you start feeling like it's supposed to. You got to prepare yourself for that mentally. You know what I mean? Like at 95, you're still not prepared for the loss of people that have such a strong impression on people coming up. And those are people who dedicate themselves to helping others. You know what I'm saying? And this is why most people who have a different level of success start finding interest in philanthropy. And I say different because people at different points will find interest. Some people have more savvy or they're more conscious. So they don't need so much success before they start finding interest in philanthropy. They can just be comfortable enough in their life, and then they start to give back. And others, they have to achieve a certain level of financial comfort or money or whatever
before they even do that.
Yeah, before they can actually do it. So it's just overall, like when a person dedicates themselves to other people, you see like around the world, people taking note of the loss of them is amazing. Like it's here. Like when I'm thinking about when I was out there and experience of meeting them and feeling like I met, like that's like meeting the king of somewhere.
I know, man. And then you've been all over the world, and then you were actually so excited. It was the first time in South Africa, and then the first time we're there, you meet Nelson Mandela. So it was overwhelming for you. And you're not a groupie to anything, but you actually had. Like, I saw you were like a little kid. Like,
yeah, I had a groupie moment.
Yeah.
Look, it was. You know what I mean? It's because you're very about the actual stories when it's not really real to you. It's why people are so excited about us when we're traveling around the world. It's because you're from America. They don't feel like that they would actually see you. You remember the intensity that you would feel like how bad someone wanted a photograph of the actual artist internationally? Now it's for different reasons because our social interactions is different, so people actually want the shit for their Instagram.
That's
so
proof.
In America they want it like, yo, let me take this picture for my Instagram, but like reality television is desensitize people to the point that they don't know the difference between a star and a celebrity. Like a person who's popular, but because they, shit, baby, she can make it because she sucked the right dick.
Yeah.
I just tell you flat out. So from there, you can be so popular coming off of that that you turn into someone that's notable, and then. From there, but what I'm saying, as far as reality television is concerned, is everyone is eligible to be a star or coverage worthy. Because the bigger of a train wreck you are on the show, the more coverage you're gonna get.
That's just crazy. Just like the Paul Walker situation. Like that's crazy.
That's some other shit. Like Paul Walker's another thing. Man, if a motherfucker died this week that I'm in a picture with, it better not be me.
That's crazy, right? And it's ironic because I played "Gotta Make It to Heaven," and you thought about that like 20,000 years ago.
For going through hell,
and
I stopped. I do believe death is of the tongue. I don't think you should. That's why even when I put it on the records, I do it out towards other shit. Like Big and them wrote about Ready to Die and Life After Death, and I don't think it's a coincidence they did. I think when you write with those tones in the music, and it's universal. If you had to pick something that you wanted the world to actually embrace, life and death would be the first scenario that's plain and simple would be the target of the actual person listening, because we all have to go through life and death, right?
Hell yeah. That's the conclusion of everybody out there.
It's a universal thought. But as a writer, I mean, like, there's so many different things. Like, look, if you looked at within the Bible or the Quran or anything that had a religious tone to it, you could find scenarios or circumstances to things, to everything that we actually experience, except except the gay thing. It's the only thing you won't find in religion. Like there won't be. I don't believe there's a passage in the Bible where it makes reference to a man with a man.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
You know, like it's more of a even Solomon had many wives. Like there's different portions of everything that still apply to socially the things that go on right in front of us.
And you don't see that in those historical documents or stories, man. So,
you said what?
I mean, they don't talk about that kind of stuff. It's the norm, you know. Either you go in with the 20 virgins, or there's like always like the opposite sex involvement with that kind of situation. But
yeah, but you know, in general, like people, I think happiness in general,
yeah,
is overall the concept that we after, right? You know, so I think I don't know. So, I mean, it's an interesting topic because
it's a scary topic to talk about too.
Yeah.
It's like if you say the wrong thing, oh shit.
I don't give a fuck. I'm like, listen.
Well, we know somebody. We got an RIP that you tweeted about, Mr. Garcia. Is he really on some scary shit?
But listen, man, you're supposed to do your road work for the fight. I know that, but you ain't supposed to run from the motherfucking fight.
Yeah.
The whole camp, man. You know what it is? The problem with boxing is when you have multiple promoters with the actual the titles. This is what Dana White did with UFC. It makes it a little more advanced than boxing. What he did with the structure is he's able to make the fight that the public wants because they're under one promotional banner.
Exactly.
They can control the fight and make the big fight that everybody want to see.
And it came out his mouth.
Meanwhile, boxing can't fucking. We couldn't make the Floyd Manny fight. Right? And because they're protecting the actual fighters at times. Like, Canelo was supposed to fight Floyd next year.
Wow.
Like next year after he worked the kinks out of that shit. He wasn't ready to beat no Floyd. I told him that when they asked me in advance.
Oh shit!
I'm supposed to beat the brakes off this nigga. Like I'm not, you can pump it up to make everybody get excited and shit like that and do the number, but now he got to recover from that as far as Canelo's concerned, and then Champ gonna keep rolling.
Well, I would love to see that Gamboa and Garcia smash down.
Yeah. When you get to, I don't know what's left. Like if you are maybe like with the Garcia camp, I think. Well, I understand why they're scared actually, because Gamboa is one of those guys. You know they would have knocked them off. Straight up, like that's the ball earned. Told all of them. They know. Because they ran circles around the fight. Act like, and you make it less money to fight Burgos than a fucking Gamboa.
Yeah, so the money has a lot to do with, I guess, the scheduling of these fights, or
it came out of his mouth. No, he said it. He act like this is what he want next.
Oh wow!
So he could look like a real dog out there. Like, I just knocked him out. I just put in some work, and I want Gamboa next. I'll go up to meet him, or he'll come down to meet me. We fought at 1:30. Don't even fucking matter, man.
Tiger dog.
Yeah, like he want to talk like he got that shit, talk pop big shit. Like you one of them champions did to take on all comers.
Yeah.
And then you duck and run. Duck and run the fuck off. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, look, let me say this. This shit is crazy to me because I'm looking like, is this really how this shit is this how it gonna go down? After you look, he said the shit on TV. Like he want to fight. What's the matter with the fight?
Well, you got
it'd been the biggest fight they had this year since the Bradley fight.
Yeah, because you got ESPN, HBO. They're all retweeting what you're tweeting, so they're really waiting for him to come up with a conclusion here. Like he fucked up.
He ain't got no conclusion. He ain't got no conclusion. You know what? You know. You tell him I said he's supposed to train before the fight. He's supposed to do the road work before the fight. You're not supposed to run from the motherfucking fight. That's what it is. It's punk shit going on. Like if you go, look, you genuinely got to look and say, are the business side of the actual camp looks at it and say, wait, this is dangerous. And we can continue to make money, even if it's smaller money, consistently, with you being the guy that people begin to believe in. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Instead of having to take the risk. And it's really on the sport of boxing itself, whether it's the networks and the actual promoters, to make the right shows happen, right?
That's on some Don King shit, man. But you're very well educated with this boxing shit now, man. You know how to maneuver now.
But you look at it, it's not rocket science. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you watch the guys when they're actually in the early stages of their career, the matchmakers are putting them with fighters that cater to their attributes. So where he's gonna make a mistake is right where he's gonna be at. Like, this is what this fighter does well. Put him with that guy. It'll be an exciting fight because you're going to see him do some things right all night, and then he's going to keep dropping his motherfucking hand. And when the old man right come in,
yes,
got the Manny Pacquiao.
Well, we got a big fight coming up. You are not wasting any time. Just in time before Christmas, December 20th, the Big Apple Boxing in Queens. And tickets are available at rwnewyork.com or etix.com. Can you give us a little input on that? It's hosted by Tatted Up Holly. Give us give us some input on the fights on that show that's coming up.
Oh, it's going down. Envy going to be on the 1 and 2.
Oh yeah, that's my nigga right there. All right,
we're gonna try to do something different this time. So we're gonna have some musical entertainment come through. I think with Prodigy.
Oh wow, he's gonna perform.
I'll come do something, and then with the kid Troy Ave.
Oh, that's the nigga right there. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey.
He got a joint that him and Yayo's on. He's playing people like, so he can come straight the shit a little bit. But and we'll see what else before getting closer to it. They will announce whatever else will be happening at the actual event.
And of course, you're gonna be there. Of course, you're always there.
Yeah. It's definitely it'll be popping. Like, and then right before it's like when everything is over, like when things are down, because it's December 20th. Christmas is the 5th. Everybody off. That's that Friday.
Yeah. So we definitely gonna be in there, and then of course the knockouts will be like relentless. The last one I went to, man, that was some good ass fights in there, man. Motherfuckers was getting fucked up, man. The ambulance came and got somebody out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, even when it's like young fighters coming up, like these boy dogs, like they're in the gym all day, like constantly. So you go and get the knockouts and some shit going on. Like, we had a few. I had to go back and forth to the hospital.
Damn, man. Speaking of before Christmas, you know, I've been reading your book Formula 50. I'm trying to copy. You know, I need the 6-pack, man. And I'm gonna try to get the secrets from you while you're live on air. But your 6 week mind and body transformation. The book is out everywhere. And
you saw me pay for that.
Yeah, that's crazy,
man.
The
information that's in that book is, you know, I had to pay a personal trainer and nutritionists and people to come.
Thousands of dollars, and you put it in a book where it could be affordable and cheap. It's basically you're wasting money on like the food. I guess the food aspect of it. The rest is just sweat and working.
It's really interesting to me how people connect all of their discipline and their passion for looking good to finances. Because, like, you know how if you go to the gym, you pay a personal trainer, you go, I'm going to do everything you tell me. Why? Because I gave him my money, I'm going to do all of it. Now you're going to work because you paid for it. you can actually go work because you want the appearance that you actually want. Your passion is within for you.
And it's also life-changing, too. And then
Yeah, to see
people,
the results.
the first impression is everything, and I've learned that from you. That's why, like the usual DJs, like the fat, chubby guy, they're cutting and scratching in the attic. You see them, they dress 5XTs. I didn't want to be that. I didn't want to look like that.
Listen,
yeah.
This is why they haven't been the places you've been.
Yeah.
Without the group.
Exactly.
They haven't been able to tour and create a brand and business on their own where people actually want them. Like, look at how many places you travel when the touring isn't actually taking place.
Yep. And then I felt like if I didn't look cool, because, I'm an old guy, too, so I got to, like, really watch. Like, it's kind of unfair because I worked out with you, and then I kind of, like, followed your footsteps and stuff. I can't do everything you're doing because you're, like, on some robotic shit. But that book, I kind of, like, snuck some techniques out of there, and I'm trying to keep my shit good. Fuck a resolution, man. You should just start now and just keep going, man. Yeah, fuck that New Year's shit.
Look, your resolution be to start now and work through it.
Yeah, fuck that resolution
so you're already
shit.
in process. If you wait to the actual day, listen, New Year's is the best time ever for the gym.
Mm-hmm.
The resolutions go out. Everybody's up in the gym. It's packed up. They got their little suits on. Girls on treadmills and shit. So look, it's just it's full because everybody there that week. January, that first week. After that, motherfuckers disappear.
Yeah.
They don't show up no more. You know what I'm saying? Like that's that. When you try to do it, don't try to do it in all in one workout. Like you got to look at the plan so you know how to increase it in increments. If not, then you'll do the wrong thing. Like overwork and then not want to actually show up because you saw afterwards. Feeling the discomfort of the aftermath of the actual workout will make you not go your next scheduled date.
Yeah, but the thing that's cool about your shit is not about getting diesel, because you know how some diesel niggas look stupid.
You don't want to look like security.
Yeah, you want to be cut up. You want to look like a human fucking being.
You're right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody likes diesel, big, fucking men or women. You know what I'm saying?
We got people that overdo everything.
Yeah.
No matter what it is. Like, okay, you want to get high casually. Why you got to be so motherfucking high you don't know what day it is? You know what I'm saying? Like, the guy who wants to train, he trains so much, so obsessed with it that it becomes like he want a muscle in his finger.
That's what I'm saying. Yo, Formula 50, it's out everywhere. Fuck a resolution. Get it now and look like a fucking human being, like a cut up model. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna look like somebody that, you get a little, at least you get that form of respect. And then now try to get the money up. Try to get every other thing up in your life, man. Very simple, man. Yeah. Fuck that.
So, look, you making the purchase of the book means you don't have to pay the personal trainer.
You need to give that shit to Nelson. It's fucking fat ass. You know what I'm saying?
He won't stop eating mayonnaise.
Yeah. You speaking of January, man. Like I said, fuck a resolution. The Animal Ambition. This new project. This new project coming out. What's up with that?
I'm gonna drop it in January. It's a full body of work. I wouldn't call it a mixtape because it's a higher grade than the material that I put out on mixtapes. Because I recorded for so long. I had on so many songs that were album quality songs that I'm put the Animal Project out as my viral marketing campaign. It'll come after the Street King Mortal.
Because they told me you knocked out like 5 joints, man, like crazy, like oh man.
Yeah, I gotta be having new ideas. Once I start figuring out like y'all want to do this, and I said, oh, now I gotta be like this, like. The project itself has to feel a certain way for me to feel like it's right. Not like if you do an album and you feel like you want it to conceptually be something different from everything else you did because of the way you built it. Versus if I'm doing a concept record, like I kind of had a way that I want people to see that, like my next album to come out, but this should come first. So. I'll let that go. Like a lot of times, like I built everything that we did, like when we was on the mixtape circuit making music. We were just recording. a consistent thing, like constantly actually recording records.
Yeah, that's what I was telling everybody. You and the crew, y'all get together, y'all knock the shit out literally 2 nights, sometimes one night, and then y'all ship it out. Like it's like a fucking.
We're doing mixtape on the weekend. We're doing that Friday, Saturday, come back Sunday.
Then boom, it's online.
Yeah, because everybody be ready to work. Like if you're not, it's easier if you got multiple. You gotta look at it. So you gotta write 10 verses. But they're all different, and you're not exhausted because you wrote. If you look at those tapes, I was on the chorus every time.
Mm-hmm.
So I had the bulk of the work. I'd write that, create the song structure, like pick the tracks, create the song structure, and then they come on and put a verse, a piece on the record, and then we move to the next thing.
I mean, there's a difference between the influences because it was very competitive in the studio. When I was in there, Banks, Yayo, and then y'all went off of each other. How are you doing it now? Because you're doing your own production here, and they're not around. So what are you looking at for influence? Are you looking at other people, other artists, or you just doing you?
To be honest with you, the way we started, I was more seasoned as a writer than both Yayo and Banks. Because they never sung the chorus. They never wrote the actual topic of the song.
Yeah.
They were strong. Like the competitive process was in the verse.
Yep.
Writing the actual verses of it at that point. And it's the nature of our culture. Like hip hop is competitive generally, regardless. Like everybody want to have a verse that stands out, or that point that when the song comes on, I go, ooh, like when that part come on. That should be the goal of every MC every time. And we would do that. That's what you was feeling. But like at the same time, while we were making those records, I wrote "Get Rich or Die Trying." Fuck is you talking about?
How the hell you?
What was
that?
The competition? If I'm dropping the bomb, nigga. The biggest one they seen, period, for a first time as an artist.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
So like if you do it, if everything's in place, you gotta look at every performance that you seen from me on the mixtape circuit. You forget this, okay? Because every time you saw that, I still had exactly what you needed to hear for the record.
Yep. That's why everybody's dying right now.
Yeah, there was points I had to hold back my idea because I couldn't put that thought on the actual tape or on the record because I need to use that for the record.
That's crazy. I mean, it's kind of like having two different mindsets. Like, I don't know how you do that. How the fuck you do that shit, man? Like, you go in one way, you save the other way for your shit. Like, that shit is fucking, I don't know. I don't think a lot of people can fuck with shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, it's the writer portion of it. And then you got to really be in it. Like, as you look, there's always another way to say what someone said. Like, they all sitting there. A lot of times in the culture, they're following the trends now. The things I fell in love with when I was first exposed to hip-hop, they faded a little bit. That thing where every MC had to be different and have some sort of authenticity connected to them, it faded because now they follow each other. Like, shit's crazy, man. You just got on skirts. It's like, if you Google hip hop artists in skirts.
Yo, that's skirt. I don't know what this leather skirt shit going on, Fifth. I don't know, man. This shit is some new exclusive shit. And we've been to Paris and Europe. I don't know, man. We've been to Greece where it kind of like makes sense because of the fucking, the Greeks used to dress like that. But I don't know. I don't know. Why would you? I don't know.
Look. I'm sure those people that I saw wasn't Greek.
Even Scottish, like, in Scotland they wear kilts and shit like that, but I'm not Scottish. You know what I'm saying? Like, I respect the culture, but I'm black. I don't know, man. It's kind of confusing to me. But I guess everybody got their own shit out there.
I guess, yeah, it's their chasing of high fashion.
And it's funny, you see Kanye, like, he's wilding out with the rants out there. I mean, you held your shit in. Because Before I Self-Destruct was one of your earlier projects, and then you had your moment where you wanted to go crazy like that. The labels was telling you to chill, But Kanye is out there like, he's going crazy out there, man.
Well, I mean, I don't know how it helps.
You hear this shit? You hear this shit, Phil?
You ain't got the answer, Sway.
This guy's crazy, man.
Yeah, I don't know how that helps. Like, whatever the problem, like what he's talking about, it doesn't make any, like, communication with Sway's not going to adjust that.
And losing 13 million, like, you've done investments before, but why does he want us to know exactly that he lost 13 million? I'm trying to figure that out.
He said he lost 13 million?
In a clothesline. He said, I lost 13 million in a clothesline. So I'm trying to, why does he want us?
You know why? Like, he did go make, like, a pie in fashion. Look, the same way they didn't embrace Wayne immediately in skateboard culture. Like, because this is something that's niche. Like, the people who do it. So they're passionate about it. And they're like, wait, you trying to look like us. You know what I'm saying? So they don't want to embrace it at first. And then they see that he's actually into it because the man got a ramp at his house.
Yeah. And you got the pants to prove it, too. You got the pants.
Not be into it more than that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, not and be a superstar at the same time. So when they see that later, I'm like at the X Games, and then they start talking about the skateboarding, and the only person I can make reference to is connected to the culture that I'm aware of. Is to go, Wayne loves his brothers. That's the shit at his house.
Yeah, that's crazy. So.
You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at it and I'm seeing it different because I'm watching the actual games. Like, that's just the real shit. Like, the real talent there. And it's incredible what they can actually do. You know, it is a real talent and skill set to be able to do the shit that they're doing on a skateboard. So I'm looking going, okay, I see why he thought it was amazing now. But you got to be there and be exposed to it in order
to fucking see that shit, man.
Yeah, and a lot of let's just say this, when a lot of people make their choices or they interact with different things, like I saw it and I can appreciate it, but I'm not actually going to try and do it.
I can't.
You will not see me going down the motherfucking street on a skateboard. No, look.
I can't even imagine you just even standing on the shit. Like,
I think he had some good ideas as far as Kanye was concerned, but
speaking of
the route was a little wrong.
Yeah. Speaking of
going to go, because I think it's like $2 million, $3 million on a fashion show.
Yeah, that's crazy. Should put that shit online for cheap. Speaking of proving that you are working very deeply with Kendrick Lamar, Teen Spirit Remix. I see you're with his artist on the remix. The video is out.
Nah, you know what? That wasn't even about Kendrick. He didn't even know I did it.
No. For real?
I put that on everything. They
Are you serious?
They were doing a This Is 50 interview, and SZA, she was there.
What?
And they played the song, and I was listening to it. I was like, oh man, like I was just listening to Nina Simone, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the way she came on the record, it reminded me of the intro to You Know How I Feel.
Yeah, I know how you feel. Trust me. The relations was serious on that record.
Yeah, I wrote it right there. Right there in the office.
Wow. Yeah, I did the video and everything. It's out.
Yeah.
Holy
Why not? I'm like, when you got, look, check this out. Now I can actually be an artist. In the beginning, you got to be technical. You got to look and say, wait, why am I doing this record with this person? Now I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Why I'm doing this? Like it's certain, like, you got to look. You got to, when you don't gauge who and where you actually make the feature, you're going to burn yourself out.
Exactly.
Because they're going to hear you so often, they're going to hear your habits. Like, you start to hear a person say something different, but the same way. because you've been hearing them because their style, like as an artist. Mm. And when they go over and over, so much stuff out, but it's the same thing. It's just different content. It's done the exact same way that you did before, and then they go, I want something different.
It's crazy out there, man. Like this.
Yeah, you be looking around
crazy,
like,
man. Fuck out of here.
I'm the one. I'm the one. You mean to tell me you don't like that?
Yeah, fucking crazy out there. Let me. I'm sorry to cut you off. Let me make this clear for everybody out there. An Untamed Desire to Win is the title of the whole project, or that's the subtitle. Is Animal Ambition the title of the record, the song that's first coming out, or the whole project?
Yeah, it's the whole thing, but okay. It's a title track called Animals.
Okay, and then is that going to be first to come out, or you're figuring that out now? These are fans, man. They're crazy, man. They just want to know exactly, because that photo you tweeted and teased everybody, they want to know exactly what you're trying to do in January, yo.
I may let that song go first so they can see where I'm going, but it is I'll let this out. It's like the title, the Untamed Desire to Win.
Yeah.
So those are the tones through the record. Like it's like inspirational in from a different perspective all the way. Like when you hear me make records, like if I can't do it, it can't be done.
Yeah.
Or like MVP, stuff like that. Is like that type of energy is on the records. On some of the in its actual cut, but it's really like it's good. Watch, I think when you hear it, you're gonna understand. Like it's like where you want to move up, like when you want to move to that next level, and it's from every perspective that I've experienced.
Yeah.
You know, so
all right.
I think they have no choice but to like it.
Your great white brother did very well. First week of sales, Eminem. What's your, you're on your show here. Let these fans know what you think of the album, Eminem, your favorite joint. These are the idiots that's on Twitter annoying me right now.
I like it. I like the record a lot. I think like I'm gonna be honest, I love him when he calms down. Like when I can hear him back with his regular vocal tone, because like sometimes when he get excited and then he go up. Like it felt like he's yelling.
Yeah.
But when he do calm down on those records, he be dead in pocket. Like that's it. Like that's Elvis Presley, man. I don't care what I do. Look, I could be the hardest working man in show business. I could be James Brown, but Elvis live in Detroit. Goddamn.
Yeah. And the last question, man. You had a very exclusive flight with Ja Rule. How was that? Because you never really talked about that.
Nothing to talk about, man.
Okay. That was funny. Okay, anything you want to shout out? The 20th. Anything you want to shout out for the 20th? Big Apple Boxing, December 20th, hosted by Tatted Up Holly. Tickets are $20, right?
Yeah, come check it out.
And you could get the tickets at rwnewyork.com or etix.com. And we have, Nelson just told me we have like 15 to 20 to give away. And I have 25 of your Formula 50 books, which you don't mind me autographing them, right, Fifth?
Nah, you sign it.
Yeah, I'll sign them shits, man. Thank you for sending them up here, so everybody can call 1-888-SHADE-45. Anybody you want to say like fuck you too or anything like that, you're 50. You know what I'm saying?
Not really. I got a new thing. You know what my resolution is?
Yeah, go ahead.
I say fuck you without even moving my mouth.
Yeah.
Watch this shit. When you watch me keep with it, you gonna be like, God damn, he said fuck you like that.
Yo, Fifth is out of his mind, man. We are looking for Animal Ambition. We cannot wait for that. And then enjoy your holidays, and we will be watching you on your Instagram, which everything is at 50 Cent. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, everything. And of course, this50.com has all your updates. But we will be looking out for Animal Ambition. And I'm glad you took your time to call. And tonight is the big fight, Atlantic City. I'm on my way after here.
Yeah.
To hang with you and Tony and watch this fucking beat down. Can you shout out the fight tonight? Shout out the fight tonight.
Oh, we're gonna do it big, baby. You know that I got everything straight set up.
All right, my nigga. So I'm glad you called up, man. Thank you.
All right.
1-888 Shade 45. Here's Teen Spirit with 50 Cent. TDE. Ooh.
Yeah.
Shout out to